Hello FSPA, I'm Dave Pritchard. I teach at Sickles High School. I have some of my students here with me. This is Anya, a member of our Sensations flag team. And this is Lauren, who is one of our freshmen here in the Sickles TV program. We want to talk about shooting the big five for B-roll. So B-roll, it's a scary thing to get, right? You know, you have to walk up to complete strangers, you have to interview them and talk to them, which is terrifying. And then you have to ask them to do something while you creepily take pictures of them. And it's terrifying, right? And then how do you make that B-roll look good? Long shots are, you know, that's just not a thing. What do you do? So I have a really constructed method for you to go through and to find 5 different shots for each subject that you're doing that you can bring back and make your editor love you when you're putting your packages together in post, right? So let's talk about the big 5, right? There's a dance. You ready to learn the dance?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The big 5 go like this. It's a medium shot, a close-up, a hand shot, over the shoulder, and then a creative shot. So a medium shot, close-up, hand shot, over the shoulder shot, and creative. If we can walk up and when you know, I do this sometimes, right? I got to do B-roll. I'm like, okay, I got it. And so the dance is actually really, really kind of useful for when you're nervous and you need some muscle memory to remember what it is you're trying to do. Okay, so show us. Give us your best one.
Medium. What's this one?
Close up.
Close up. Hands over the shoulder. Creative.
Okay, so we're going to try that out with Anya, who's brought her flag with her. So she's going to spin her flag while we work to create the big 5, right? So you need perspective when you're doing B-roll. You need to think about, Anya has done her interview for us about techniques of flag spinning. So I want to see those techniques. If she had talked to us about culture of flag on her sports team, then I might not want so much her hands of the flag spinning, but maybe people giving each other a high five. That would be my hand shot. You got to tailor your big 5 to what's happening in your story. But once you figure out, okay, where do hands happen in my story, then you can construct that story a lot better and make those visuals reinforce your audio.
Hear a dog, see a dog.
Hear a dog, see a dog, right. So if we're talking about culture and you have the volleyball team and whenever they have one more point to win the game and they put that one up, there's your hand shot. That, you got to get that. Okay, so, but we talked to Anya about techniques of spinning flag. So we want to start rolling out the big 5. So our big 5 is a mid shot, which is from the waist up, right? So Anya's going to start just doing a basic spin with her flag. We're going to grab our tripod. We're going to monitor audio because in B-roll audio matters. Nat sound matters. So we have to be careful that we're recording good nat sound. So the natural sound that's behind what's going on. So Anya is going to just give me a basic spin, right? Just something that you can do over and over. Okay, so from here, I want to take my camera, I want to listen for background noise, and then I want to check my backgrounds. And if everything checks out, then I'm going to frame her in my camera in a mid shot. Okay? Watch your headroom. When you are checking for headroom, if you put your hand, take 4 fingers, put your hand on top of your head. If you line the top of the frame up with that. So Anya, can you pause for a second? Put your hand on top of your head. So now you want to tighten that up with your zoom. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to get Anya to spin again. And we kind of get this kind of cool strobe effect of her face appearing and disappearing behind the flag, which is kind of neat. We're going to run 10 seconds on that without talking. So I'm looking at the timer. "10 seconds, right? I cannot tell you how many times people have cried or thrown things in the editing suite because you did not have enough time on that B-roll, that you did not record 10 seconds. I believe that happened to Anya this morning. Okay, so we got that. So the close-up shot. The close-up shot is from the sternum. You know that point where your rib cage comes together? So you're going to go from your sternum to get a closer shot of the face. So now, I'm going to interact with my person, right? So Anya, I'd like to get this, right? Can you think of a way to spin your flag that will, I think I have an idea, but I don't know if it will work. Will you try this with me? I'd like you to do a toss, like a really basic one, but I'm only going to frame your face. Okay? Okay, so you're doing good on this camera. You're a little wide, push in a little bit more, and don't forget to check your headroom. We are going for faces here. Faces are what matters. Ooh, good job. Okay, that looks great because the face matters. We want the expression and the emotion of our subject. Okay, so here she goes. Okay, so that was pretty good. We're going to get a couple more. Okay, so the nature of this toss, I can't really get 10 seconds, right? So if we get her like set 2, 3, 4, and then she tosses, then I can get a longer clip. I might not get the full 10 seconds, but I can at least get a longer clip that I can use in post. You ready? And that was awesome. And I get this piece of footage, which I did not expect. Just so you guys know, she bounced the pole off the ceiling and it was epic. And so her going like this will probably make it into the final package. Pretty excited about that. Okay, so what's next?
Close-up.
A close-up. Well, we just did the close-up.
Hand shot.
Hand shot. So how can we do a hand shot?
If you go lower on her body as she's setting, and you can film her hands constantly.
Okay, so now I get to talk to the entire state of Florida about something awkward. You ready? We have to be aware of human beings' biology, right? So I do want to go lower on her body.
But like on her stomach.
On her stomach, correct. You just want to be aware of the prominent feature of what you're filming and always be respectful of people's physicality. So that's the shot we're going to get. We're going to get her spinning however she does it. I'm sure it's not like this. Right in front of her core, but we're going to frame very carefully to make sure that we're being respectful of each other as human beings, right? Okay, so how can you do that with that tripod that high?
You can lower it.
Okay. So with that tripod, I'd have to lower the feet, but I like where you're going, so let's do that. And now we've got a little bit more control. You can frame that up as tightly or as loosely as you'd like. And you're gonna direct her through her 10 seconds of spin, and I'll get out of the background.
You ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2. And we're done.
Great. So now we've got mid shot, close shot, hand shot. What's next?
Creative.
Not
Or
quite.
over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, mid, close, hand, over the shoulder, creative. So we're going to do over the shoulder. So the point of an over the shoulder shot is to look at things from our subject's point of view, okay? In this one, if she were on the team, I would probably put another team member spinning in front of her. We're focusing on her, so this might not be the shot I want to use, but I'm still going to get it because you never know. Okay, so we're going to bring our camera back up to level. And Anya is going to face away from us. And we're going to frame that up so that we are looking over her shoulder. And then we're going to get, that's nice. I like where you're going. Okay. So if she throws the flag, we'll lose it. So maybe if she just gets some consistent spins and we get those nice colors in the background. You ready, Anya? All right, let's do it. And do we get our 10 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, and you know, we get that nice flag ruffling sound, and if we put that behind someone speaking, that's gonna really sound really cool, you know, some good nat sound happening, just to add another dimension to our project. All right, so we are almost done. Now is the hard part, right? And this is where we separate the men from the boys and the women from the girls and whatever's from whatever. So we have to have the creative shot. So the trick here, what rules can you break? We can shoot very high. We can shoot very low. We can put the camera at a high angle and have things fly into the frame. So this is where experience and talent come in with the fifth shot. So I have some ideas that are stupid. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
Okay, so because you want to look at things from a different perspective, here's what I would like to do. I have this big wall in front of me that's off camera, but it's a big white wall, right? So what I want to do is I want to take this camera and I want to hold it up in front of that wall so the wall fills the frame, and then I want to have Anya toss just the flag. So just the flag flies through the camera. What a stupid shot. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pick up my tripod. When I'm here, I get just the wall. So I'm going to help her out a little bit. Anya, can you do your toss straight up above you, high? It can be a single rotation, but just go high. Okay, go higher. I don't even care if you catch it. You can throw it and run. Okay, that's gonna look super cool. So now I've got my camera, so I've filled the frame. All right, Anya, are you ready? Here we go. Really nice. Can you give me one more, make it a little bit more flat? That was awesome. And so now I've got my big five. Where are you at?
I'm right here.
So mid shot.
Or it's behind you.
Yeah, whatever.
Up and over.
Mid shot, close up, hand shot, over the shoulder, creative. And now I walk back in the studio with a ton of options on how to film to add visuality to her audio. Right?
Yes.
All right. Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Did I embarrass myself?
Probably.
All right. Good job. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.